Well guys, it's turning out to be an awesome morning already. Got my monster in hand, sales are already coming through. I sold a lot of 4 Assassin's Creed games for the 360. So this is going to be 2, 3, Brotherhood, and Revelations. This one is Platinum Hits, but one of these discs shows Platinum Hits, but the case is normal. These are really beat up too. I went back and forth with the buyer and we agreed on $18. I'll be happy to get rid of those. And I have a few more Assassin's Creeds that I can list and hopefully get rid of those soon. Next up is going to be a Toy Biz X-Men toy from the mid 90s. It's going to be Cable with Clobber Force action. I only have a couple of these left. Cable with Clobber action. He's new on card, but since he's so old, does have a little bit of warping or damage throughout. This sold for $14. I'll get this packaged up in a nice box and ready to go. I wanted to quickly point out here, I did sell one of these Pokemon Mega Constructs. It was a Wurmple for $10, but I shipped it already and I think I lost that footage. I'm not sure how I deleted it, but I don't have another to show off here. I'll just show a picture. Really like having so many copies of the same game or the same franchise, because when one listing ends, I can quickly go in and just make a few adjustments to have a new listing up and running. And that's what I did with these Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Sold these for $10.10. Still have a bunch of them, just gonna keep listing them. Alright, continuing on, I sold a single Xbox 360 game. This is going to be Devil May Cry. I've done a little bit of organizing here in the micro eBay store. There it is. There's no instruction manual with this, but this sold for $6.15. It was higher for a while. I just lowered it today, and then shortly after that someone purchased it. But yeah, I got a little bit more organizing to do in the store here, and I'm going to continue to shift things around as I list more. I'm only listing a few items a day though. Next up is going to be a lot of 360 games. This is first-person shooters and action RPGs, stuff like that. I accepted an offer of $27, and it's actually a nice lot of games. Let's take a closer look at these. So this is going to be 8 games: Gears of War 2, Red Dead Redemption, Dead Space 3, Watch Dogs, Borderlands 2, Devil May Cry 4, Fallout New Vegas, and Fable 3. 27 for these. I was trying to get a little more. I was trying to get closer to 32, but we agreed on 27, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's clearing up some space and getting rid of some bulk video games. Next up, I sold a hoodie that I used to wear a ton, and even in these videos I wore it a bunch, but it's this Jordan hoodie here. Whoops, dropped a hanger. So this sold for $19. I just got sick of it. I purchased this new years ago for about 28 bucks. Wore it for years and years. It has a little bit of damage and it's just kind of losing that nice look, so I figured screw it, I'll just list it, and then it sold for 19. Pretty easy to ship though. Forgive my appearance, I'm a little bit of a mess. I just got back from a 4-mile run outside. I was really trying for a sub 10-minute mile, which I think I got. I need to take another look at it. Working my way up to a marathon coming up in the next couple of months. Before that, my wife and I had taken a walk around the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day outside. But getting back to sales here, I sold 2 more Rockruff Throw and Pop Pokeballs. One sold for $14.20, the next sold for $14.50. I may need to go adjust that description. It does say that the card has some damage and may be bent, but the last couple ones I have left are a little bit worse than that. And I think I have maybe 3 left. I sold an item I just purchased yesterday from a local thrift store here. I was able to do a little bit of shopping, picked up a few things. It's going to be a Toy Biz 1996 action figure, She-Hulk. This was an individual toy by itself in a bag for $1.99, and I sold this for $16. The recent solds go between 15 and 17, so I'm not really sure why it sold so fast. There are others on eBay, but $16, it's a little heavier to ship, but I'm happy with that. I finally sold one of these Stranger Things toys, Chief Hopper Date Night Edition, that I got from Target several weeks ago. I either took an offer or sent out an offer for $21. This was about $10.50. I was hoping to get about $24, but that's fine. I have one left too. And I'm thinking when season 4 releases of Stranger Things, all of the toys may rise in popularity. If it's not sold by then, it will be for my last one. But that was 21 bucks. Sold another PS4 game. It's gonna be SteamWorld Dig 2, new and sealed. I think I have one left of these. This sold for $9.55. As I always say, this was a really bad purchase. I'm only making like 70 cents on this at the max. I'll get this packaged up and ready to go. So if you're newer to my channel, you probably don't know that this channel dates back to 2009. I started a series called Thrift Store Finds by GreenJanuary, and that series spanned several years. I had more than 120 videos. I would show things that I purchased from thrift stores, of course, and then as those items sold, I would go back to those videos and add in little captions of how much the item sold for. A couple years back, I took a long break from YouTube and I got rid of all of those videos. I still have a large catalog on a hard drive that I may do something with in the future. And of course, it's fun to go back and watch some of those. But recently I was able to drop into a thrift store and I actually found a few items. So it's gotten me thinking that maybe I could just incorporate thrift store finds into the end of my Nerd Lair flips videos. It makes perfect sense, so why not? So the first thing I found on my recent trip there is this HP OmniGo. This is a really old school personal organizer. It had some sort of connectivity. It didn't come with the stylus, but I got this for $4.99. They go for about $38. They don't sell very often, but they do sell. This one's in really nice condition. There's no battery corrosion or anything like that. There's no dents or dead pixels on the screen, and everything is in working order. It's also touchscreen as well, which is interesting. So I'm gonna get that listed, and that should sell eventually. I found a bag of 2 action figures, The Undertaker from Mattel 2011 and John Cena 2013, I believe. Yeah, these were $3.99. There's a time when I would see bags and bags of these for $1.99 for the entire bag, but of course, thrift stores are checking eBay now for pricing. Definitely going to get these listed. They go for about $9 each. I might have overpaid for this Michelangelo. He was $2.99, and I don't see many of him on eBay, but when he does sell, he's like 11 or 12 bucks. He's pretty big. This is an 11-inch figure. He is newer though. This is just from 2018 Playmates from the new series. If I have to keep him, I can. I don't mind, but I did intend on listing him. I also found a Leonardo figure. This is from 2015 Playmates. He does go for about $13. I can make a little bit of money on him. He costs $2.99. He matches the Raphael figure that I have in my personal collection, but for that figure, I did a custom paint job. This one looks like cheap plastic next to it, so I either have to repaint him or just get him listed and sell him, but I don't really have any intention on having all 4 figures on my shelf. I came across this in a random bag of junk, and this was funny because I used to sell these all of the time. And I used to tell people keep an eye out for them, and I even had people commenting below saying, oh my god, I just found 3 and they sold in the same day. These used to go for $20 all day. Now they're going for about 13, 14 bucks. I'm not sure who is still buying these nowadays. I'm wondering if it's just for senior centers or something like that, but I gotta imagine that this game is widely available just as a basic smartphone app for free, most likely. This was $2.99 with some other junk. And then, wouldn't you know it, I came across another bag of handhelds. These have a little bit of value. I can probably lot these together for 10 bucks. But again, another Yahtzee. And it works fine. I found a random bag of McDonald's toys which may have some value. I haven't looked them all up yet, but I wanted to get it because it had this White Ranger in it. This is from 1995 and he usually goes for about 8 bucks. And lastly, I found this General Electric cassette player. It's portable, but it's in pretty nice condition. I will clean this up a little bit. These go for about $26 and I paid $6 for it. It's pretty heavy, so the shipping will kill me, but I did want to grab it. So that's all my finds for the last week or so. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.